fun. And so did you guys enjoy that this morning about the program presentation? Yeah, that was great. And second time I've had Lynette up on the stage, and second time for Lee, and they're growing. And I'm just excited about that. And you know, we're going to do a Q&A, and you know, be sure that you reach out beyond me, because we all have such much to give you. We really do. And you know, and the one thing is that one thing for me that's really important, and I've said this to my team, if I would stay put, I probably would be presidential, but it doesn't sound much fun. And it doesn't. I was driving from Pahrump. I live out of Vegas, about 45 minutes west of Vegas, last Thursday. I'm going across the desert, headed out to Kingman, Arizona, and down to Phoenix and stuff. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm my own boss. Lynette, I really like that. I just love the fact that I don't answer to anybody. I am totally unemployable. Nobody would employ me after 5 years of doing this. Nobody would want me because I tell them all where they could go. The minute they told me I had to do something I didn't want to do. So, but we have a great presenter. We've got Peter, and Peter Wright is up from Portland, and I know so many appreciate what you have to share, and so I think he likes us up here. Do you like us? And but Peter, when you come up, I really want you to share a little bit before you get into your presentation. Give a little background, because I think it's really important. We have lots of come on up here. Come stand up here. Okay, because we have lots of new people. Do you see all the new faces that we have out here?
Yes.
Look. So they don't know you. I know you.
Okay.
But I want you to share a background about you before you talk about the title of your presentation is Are You Building Your Business by Accident or Intention?
Okay.
Woo! All right, here you go.
Okay. Great. So how many of you don't know me? Okay, wow.
See?
A lot of new people. I'll give you then just a brief overview. I was a stockbroker for about 25 years, and I worked with Merrill Lynch, worked in the investment business, and so I've looked at a lot of different businesses over the years, and a lot of people have come to me with, quote, a great opportunity. Unless you live in a cave, you've been approached by a lot of great opportunities, and maybe you've pursued some of them. I remember the first time, well, even going back beyond that, I always thought that any kind of relationship marketing was for people who couldn't get a real job. It was my belief. And then I met a doctor who introduced me to a company, and I got involved. And part of the reason I got involved, my wife had rheumatoid arthritis. I was interested in natural products, and I wanted to see if anything that they had would help her, because the meds weren't helping. And, they did have some good products. And what I discovered was that in that sphere of companies that comprise relationship marketing, there are actually a lot of good products. And there are a lot of good companies. And there are some really scammy companies, too, because it's an easy industry to kind of start up in. But once you kind of get into that industry, you realize that this is really fun. There are some things about it that make it fun. One, we get to work with other people, we get to help them. Their success becomes, in a sense, our success. And we can't be successful without them. Now, when I was introduced to Take Shape for Life, what I saw was something that was a little different, a hybrid, if you would. Different from typical relationship marketing, or network marketing, if I can use a term, or even more specifically, the three-letter word or three-letter acronym that a lot of people use derisively, and that's MLM. Is this an MLM? Well, what does MLM stand for? It means multi-level marketing. Are we an MLM? Well, let me see. I am paid on multiple levels of people buying the product. I am paid for coaching multiple levels of people. Quack like a duck, walk like a duck. It is, in a sense, an MLM. But there are differences, and the differences I really like. We're customer-oriented. Now, in almost any networking company I have ever seen, here's what happens. They've got a great product, and you finally say, well, how much is your product? Well, first of all, if they're even talking about the product, usually they're trying to recruit you. Yeah. Would you like to make a lot of money? Yeah. How? Well, you talk to people, we share with people. What do you share? Oh, we've got this product. And the product is like an afterthought. And then here's the pricing structure. There's a wholesale or retail price, and it's real expensive. There's a preferred customer price, it's a little less expensive, and then if you join as an associate, you get the good price. And so there's a lot of pressure to join. Beyond that, there's pressure to get on what most companies call an auto ship or a convenience plan. And so you are committed then to buy X dollars of stuff every month, whether you want it or not, in order to be an active associate or distributor. I was in a company, and I did very well with that company. I was a diamond with that company. And I remember hearing one leader talk about customers as being kind of a necessary evil. Yeah, you've got customers, but you don't want to waste your time with them. You want to work with the business builders. And I understood what he meant, but when I saw this company, I thought, it's totally flipped around. We are all about the customers. Nobody has to join anything to get a better price. A brand new customer is going to pay for his food exactly what I pay for my food, or a presidential pays for his food. So there's one price. I like that. To be in the business, I don't have to buy anything. I'm not under any obligation to spend a certain dollar amount to get a check. I like that. So now I can buy what I want, what I use, but I'm not forced to do it, nor is anyone forced to do it. So these are two really big distinctions. We don't inventory product. We don't resell product. We deal directly with the company, so people get everything directly from the company. All of these things make it a much simpler, cleaner business model, I believe, than what we see in a lot of, quote, the MLM companies. Now, as a result of not having to recruit people, we don't. We really offer people an opportunity after they have become customers. And why after they become customers? Because really it's about customers. If someone thinks they're going to get into this business just to recruit, they probably won't be really effective at it. I mean, there's a category of networkers I refer to as the blue suede shoe type. You know who I mean. They're the guys with the big Rolex watches and the fancy cars, and they talk about making gazillion dollars, and usually they are doing very well. But they are promoters and recruiters, and there's a place for them, just not in our company particularly. Our company really is about making a difference with people and helping them accomplish something about health. And from that, we can then offer them an opportunity to help other people. And it can be very lucrative for them, but it's a stepwise process. I think the percentage of coaches who were first clients is up in the 90-95%.
I think it's running about 93%.
Yeah. And my guess is those people who become coaches who weren't first customers had networking experience. And they just saw the company and thought, wow, this is a great company. But they already understood the model. Maybe they did Pampered Chef or Mary Kay or something like that. But they understood the model and realized how different this is from maybe what they were doing. Well, this is all good because it kind of leads into exactly what I'm going to be talking about. And there it is. And that is building your business. Because that's what I want to talk about, is building your business. You can be a coach and not build a business. And that's fine. A lot of my portion here has to do with you deciding what you want. And here's what I mean by that. Joanne said she doesn't have a boss. In fact, she does have a boss. She's her own boss. And you know what? She's a pretty hard boss. She's demanding. She requires accountability. She requires a certain number of hours per week. You know, there are a lot of people who are their own boss who say, I don't care if you come in today. In fact, take the week off. Got my blessing. They're not a good boss of themselves. So if you want to build this business, you have to look at this and think, okay, what kind of a boss am I going to be of myself, of my time, of my effort, of the resources that I'm going to put into it. Because if I'm not a good boss, I'm not going to be particularly successful.